Morning everyone. We are going to start our garden tour in the squash bed today because as you can see they're as tall as me now, which is pretty exciting. So I'm going to flip the camera around and let me show you what's growing in the garden today. Okay, look at this. This is so exciting. See that giant flower? And see down below it? That's a spaghetti squash! Because not all of the flowers have this below it, right? Some of them are just going to be flowers. Oh, and see the little one beside it over there? When that one blooms, it's got the little spaghetti squash below it as well. And look, there's one over here. It is also got a spaghetti squash below it. I just got my tongue tied there, spaghetti squash. So that's, well, I say exciting too much. It's all exciting. And we've got butternut squash. So the same idea. See those little guys? That's gonna be a butternut. We've got lots of them in there. All right. Climbing beans. They're throwing out some color. And the sunflowers, again, getting taller. Sunflowers. These guys have done a good job of finding the trellis and climbing their way up. These are spaghetti squash as well. So we're gonna have lots of squash. Lettuce. Oh, this is neat. So the cucumber that was different, the zucchini that was different is different. It's a freaking cucumber. And I'm kind of embarrassed that I didn't know the difference between a cucumber and a zucchini seedling. But there you go. If I can get back in here, I want to show you the yellow zucchini. Oop. Look at them. Look at those guys. Haven't flowered yet, but there are lots of yellow zucchini in there. And there's a few on this one. And we've got some green zucchini blooms back there. It's just nice to see a big pop of color in the garden. And there's a few in here that will eventually turn into zucchinis once they bloom. So, squash and zucchinis. All growing like crazy right now. Look at the size of those leaves. I am still training them, so if there's arms shooting out, I cut those off and I'm trying to train them just to grow up. Potatoes. So it has cooled down, thank God, and we did get rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So things are looking quite lush right now. Potatoes have started flowering, so that is exciting. And the potatoes over here as well. They're all in flower. So if we wanted to, once it's done flowering, they say you can wait a week or two and start pulling out some early potatoes. But I'm probably going to leave them till they die back. Tomato bed. Let's get in here. I did pull out one tomato plant. It was the one and only tomato plant, that I bought from a greenhouse. And it was so wilty. It was kind of like this, but like way worse, and it would not come back. So I was just like, I don't know if there's something wrong with that plant, and other than risk it spreading its disease to others, which it may well have, because this guy was beside him, and look, he's not happy. But there's no brown spots or anything other than the leaf curl. So it's a learning curve. Everything is new. Look at the freaking bloom on this thing. Isn't that funny? It says, my marker says that this is a type of tomato called Cherokee Purple. But I don't remember them ever making blooms like that before. So we do have lots of blooms. on the tomatoes. So hopefully we'll start seeing little small tomato fruits. There we go. Again, lots of tomato flowers. And when I start seeing green fruit, I'll zoom in on that for you guys too. They're all looking pretty healthy. It's pretty lush in here. Alright, I did pull out a bunch of cabbages last week, so we've just got a few now, and they should bulk up. Bean TP. I found the top, and I actually had to nip the tops of them, and that will encourage more side growth. So here we are. Pretty red flowers. Some of the other beans have started flowering, so won't be long and we will have beans. Actually, I did see one the other day, a little tiny one. Who knew? It'll be easier in a week or two to show you. Our onions filling in, getting fatter. Okay, let's show you some peas. I did pick some. The plants are pretty full of peas these days. And they say to encourage it to keep producing, you're supposed to keep picking. So I will probably get out here and pick a bunch of these peas today. So, considering how many plants there are, like, it's not a lot of peas. And I find that every year. Like, I thought I would have more peas than I do. It's like not enough to freeze, it's just enough for a couple of meals. Beans. Here's that purple one. See, doesn't it just look pretty in the garden? It's just nice to have a pop of color in there. Alright, we've been harvesting out of these beds a lot. Kale, I sneak it into almost any meal I can. Arugula. I've harvested a bunch of lettuce heads. And there's still quite a few in here, so probably lettuce for dinner tonight. I do have a couple of turnips, so let me zoom down there. You can get it. See the white? That's a turnip. So a couple of them didn't go to seed. Carrots are filling in nicely. Chicory as well. I've been cutting it and eating it as much as possible, throwing it in meals. Beets have come up. Remember last time the soil wasn't good, so I had to rip them out, replace the soil in this area, and put new beets in. So they're a little bit behind, but that's okay. They'll almost be like hopefully be like going into fall crop. And what else can I show you? Ooh, cucumbers over here. So I did end up pulling out a cucumber plant. There was one in the middle here, which just wilted, like looked awful. So similar to the tomato, I was like, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't want you to spread it. Let's just rip it out. These guys have some flowers on them. No signs of cucumbers yet, but that's okay. Did I can't remember if I did. That's crazy. Did I show you the cucumbers on the cucumber plant? I think I did. This plant, I'm gonna save seeds from this plant, because it has so many cucumbers on it. It's weird. It's like every branch there's a potential cucumber. And my other cucumbers have never done that. So I'm definitely going to save seed from this cucumber. Oh, Oh, and I'll give you a quick spin. Look at these peppers. The flowers have started opening. So we're gonna have little tiny peppers soon. Eggplants are still growing over there. Peppers are growing over there. Yeah. So there we go. A little spin around the garden this morning. Not sure what my neighbor's doing over there. Thanks for the compressor noises, guys. Have a great day.